one that really stood out to me about the politics comes from John Taylor, Stanford University. Of course, the Taylor rule. He's got a monetary central banking rule named after him and could be a contender if Mitt Romney wins for the next Fed chairman. He backs up Romney, says the Romney cure for Obama-induced economic ills, goes through all sorts of specifics. And one that stood out to me is this. The current administration has not started and brought to completion even one trade agreement. Mr. Romney intends to move ahead on trade agreements and create global enterprise zones to remove barriers to trade. We don't talk enough about trade. We certainly don't talk enough about the U.S. policies, but it's very, very important. And if you read some of the economists' response to these debates, you'll get some of the meat like this one.
And the link from trade to jobs is something I want to touch on, because one of Governor Romney's 5 points that he made so carefully yesterday is to call out unfair trade practices by countries like China and label them currency manipulators. Well, My Morning Must Read makes the point that instead of feeling threatened by emerging markets like China, Americans can or should look to globalization as an opportunity. It comes from Matthew Slaughter. He's the Associate Dean of Dartmouth's Business School, and he writes, what elected leaders should do is promise to build jobs in the U.S. connected to the dynamic world of China and beyond by supporting the job creation of private companies, young and old, small and large. So he says the focus should be on working on reducing those trade barriers rather than labeling countries currency manipulators.